Welcome CDL fans to CDL Live. It's our July 8th game day today. Got a divisional game day, so some teams would buy New Jersey, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Seattle, Nashville, and Houston. Wipe them off the board. They all have a bye week. Well, bye day, day off, whatever. But a bunch of great games on tap anyways. We got the Hartford homies taking on the Buffalo Warriors, so always fun to see that matchup take place. Tampa Bay on the road against Puerto Rico. Alex Johnson just got that win 2 days ago with the Blades over the Storm. So same owners, different teams. Brandon looking to get revenge with his Gators. So we'll see what happens there. Jacksonville taking on Miami. Big playoff implications there. Indianapolis still in that playoff run. Trying to beat Denver today if they can. Of course, Denver barely hang on. I think actually they've been eliminated, but they're looking to play the role spoiler as much as they can. Portland and San Diego. Portland doing this in the playoff race right now. Trying to hang on. San Diego, of course, a very tough team to beat, so that will be a challenge. Entertaining game. I really expect the Panthers to step up in that one. Not to mention our main event, the San Jose Storm, coming off of 2 straight losses there to the Blades, and then a loss to the Gators. Brandon beat himself, so he's looking to come back big with the win with the Storm here, as he's on the road to take on the San Francisco Shinobis. That matchup looking like it could be a first round playoff matchup. So boy, those teams going in at best 7. It's going to be fun to watch if it comes to that. San Antonio Kings, New Mexico Monsters going at it. Dallas and Roswell. We got a fun game day to watch. A bunch of divisional rivalries. Let's go on ahead and get started. This intro's gone way too long. Theme song, the current standings. Let's get you on the right path. D-League playoffs. Game 5, Calgary, Orlando. Or my bad. Yeah, Game 5. Game 5, Calgary, Orlando. Next on CDL Live.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best?
Alright folks, welcome to CDL Live. Our next game day on tap here, the July 8th game day. And we start off with D-League playoffs, the first round, the Soldiers Cup quarterfinals, about to come to an end today. We already know in the second round on July 11th, by the way. July 11th, the second round starts. We already know one matchup. The first game that's going to occur, Game 1, Utah Lakers, the number 7 seed, at the number 1 seeded Wilkes-Barre Scranton Bulls. The only thing that is in question is that next game. It will be Game 1 between the Syracuse Scorpions and one of these two teams right here. The number 6 seeded Orlando Rage, or it's going to be the number 3 seeded Calgary Stallions. Both of these teams here in the series, here at Game 5, looking for the win, looking for the series win. Orlando led this series, this best of 5, 2 games to none. Calgary won games 3 and 4, and here we are in Game 5. Can they make the complete comeback happen? We are about to find out, but first the lineups. Dirty Rack will start things off for the Orlando Rage, followed by Silver Vet. At the captain spot is going to be Captain America, and at 5-point gainer will be Split and Image, or just going to split. To the home side of the field, Pro starts things off for the Stallions, followed by Custom Vet, Governor 2 at the captain spot, and Pontiac at 5-point gainer. So here we go. 6-seeded Orlando Rage, Shane Geyser's farm team, and that means farm team of Bradford and Miami, and then Calgary, the farm team of Washington and New Mexico. Here we go. Game on. We got a tie game. 5-5 the score. Custom Vet and Silver Vet. Here we go. Custom Vet has a flip and Calgary has the lead. 10-5. One flip away from winning the series. Captain America will keep Orlando alive. And they're going to check that front end. Make sure it's on solidly. They don't want to lose those wheels. That would be a huge loss here. As a matter of fact, Orlando is actually going to take their first time out. The score tied at 10 apiece. And Orlando going to do a quick tape job. They want to make sure that those front wheels don't fall off. You don't want the front wheels falling off the car and that car getting disqualified in the deciding game of a series. No doubt about it. You don't want that to happen. Come on, Game 5 out of 5, and you're going to get DQ'd. Orlando not going to take the risk. They'll make sure those wheels got fresh tape on them. That was a quickie here. Quick little tape job, and first of 3 timeouts used by Orlando as Captain America gets set to take on Governor 2. So here we go. Governor 2 staying up. As they Captain America, interference call there. Back to their own sides, they have to go. Governor 2 is down. Captain America gets the flip on him. And now Orlando 1 flip away from winning this series. They are up 15-10. Pontiac going to try to force OT. And he does. This game goes into overtime. We have seen 2 Game 5s, 2 series go the distance, and both Game 5s go into overtime. Split and Image out there for the Orlando Rage. Pontiac out there for the Calgary Stallions. In OT. And it's going to be Orlando getting the flip. Split and Image, otherwise known as Split and One or just plain splitting. Either way, he just plain won the series for the Orlando Rage. Huge win, sends the number 6 seeded Orlando Rage into the second round, where they will take on the number 5 seeded Syracuse Scorpions. Unbelievable. The only higher seed team to win, the number 2 seed, the number 3 seed, and 4 seed knocked out. Wilkes-Barre, the number 1 seed, the highest seed to move on. Unbelievably done right there. The comeback could not be completed by the Calgary Stallions, but a lot of credit for them for getting back in this series after being down 2-0. They forced a Game 5, but it's the Orlando Rage moving on to the Soldiers Cup semifinals, and one thing is assured now. We are guaranteed an All-American conference, we are guaranteed an All-American Soldiers Cup finals for the first time in the D-League's history here. It's a short history. This is only the 3rd season, but First time two American teams ever will go at it. Yeah, Orlando left, Syracuse left, Utah, and Wilkes-Barre. What else can be said? We got an Eastern Division clash between Orlando and Syracuse in the next round. That will be coming up on the 11th of July. You're not going to want to miss that. Game 1's going on. The winner gets Game 2. Home field advantage. As a matter of fact, the semifinals of the Soldiers Cup quest there as best out of 3. So the next series we go to best out of 3, and it's the Orlando Rage moving on. I think I've spoken enough on this. St. Louis Twisters on the road to take on the Minnesota Maniacs as we begin our pro game day on CDL Live. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, pro game day about to begin here on this July 8th game day. Only 7 game days left, as a matter of fact, in the regular season. And we're about to knock it down to 6 after this one. So, big game day, some great games. Divisional game day, by the way. We start off with the Central Division showdown. The St. Louis Twisters playing for pride now, eliminated from playoff contention. They are on the road to take on the Minnesota Maniacs. Should be a fun one to watch. Let's get you a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, Rowdy Rowdy coming out first, taking on Diablo 2 to start things off. And Diablo 2 was down, 5-0 St. Louis. Minnesota is still alive in the playoff hunt, but they need a lot of winning to get them in, to even get them close, really. They have gone downhill since last season when they made the Western Conference Finals. Green 7 and Rowdy going at it here. 5-0 St. Louis in the lead. And Rowdy smash mouth style just bending up that front end of Green 7, but Green 7 gets the flip. 5-5 the score. Silver Indy now out there to battle with Green 7. Tie game 5-5 between the Twisters and Maniacs. Both these teams actually made the playoffs last year, as a matter of fact. St. Louis won't be making the trip back, and it's looking like Minnesota won't, but they're fighting with every game right now to keep those hopes a little bit brighter. Green 7 and Silver Indy go head-to-head here. Either car letting up. We got a good game, good matchup on hand between these two. And both cars staying up yet again. And look at Green 7 pulling off a spin move to stay up. That time a grazing shot, and was a good clean hit, but neither car taken down by it. They'll switch sides. Let's hope these cars go at it. What a game so far to lead off this game day. Green 7 went flying, still up though, but not that time. Good clean flip there, and after a long battle there, we got a 10-5 lead for the Twisters. Silver Indy and Black Spinebuster about to face off here. And Black Spinebuster quickly ties the game up at 10 for the Maniacs. Now taking on Diablo 1, who comes out for the Twisters here. Diablo 1 and Black Spinebuster going at it. Black Spinebuster goes down. The Twisters get the lead back. 15-10, looking to put it away now is Diablo 1. Side draft out there at the 5-point gainer spot for the Minnesota Maniacs. He'll be looking to send this game into OT. Not going to happen. Diablo 1 came, saw, and conquered. And he did it against the Minnesota Maniacs. Good win for St. Louis, if only for pride's sake. And the Maniacs, tough loss. And any loss they take right now could leave them outside of the playoffs for the season, really. I mean, every game is crucial for them right now as far as the standings go. So we'll see how the game day plays out. Could see a lot more O's next to teams' names down at the bottom of the standings. Coming up next, though, Carolina Wildcats on the road to take on the Washington Patriots Southeast Division battle. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Domo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Next game about to take place. Miku the Cats, Carolina Wildcats, on the road to take on the Washington Patriots Southeast Division battle. Washington trying to catch up to Puerto Rico for the Southeast Division title. They're not too far behind, but they need wins, and it's a should win for them today as they take on the team that is currently last place in the league, the Carolina Wildcats. The Wildcats playing for pride as of this moment, but they have been able to string a couple of wins together. I believe they've won 3 out of their last 4 now. So as of right now, challenging team to beat. We'll see how Washington handles it. First, the lineups. Let's get a look at them. Carolina Wildcats, Washington Patriots.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams behind their pit lines, and out comes Patriot for the Carolina Wildcats, and Landlord, the rookie there, out there for Washington. And look at that, Patriot with a good flip, 5-0 Carolina. Out comes Blue 512 now. And they'll switch sides. Good collision, either car going down. Patriot and Blue 512. Patriot putting up a good fight here. Getting knocked around a little bit there. Ooh, staying up yet again. Blue 512 does the same, and this time an interference will save Blue 512. Patriot landed on the charger for it. They'll go at it again. Patriot and Blue 512 going head to head, and Blue 512 gets the flip there. So saves himself with that interference call and gets the flip to tie this game up at 5. Now taking on Mellow 51. 2 heavyweight cars going at it here. Both of them staying up. But through the first few collisions, look at Mellow 51 doing a good job, but can't hang in there quite long enough. Washington takes the 10-5 lead, looking for the win. Rocket Oil, though, will tie this game up at 10. And now Rocket Oil and Cockroach ready to go head-to-head. 2 good cars going at it. Offense versus defense here, no doubt about it. Cockroach and Rocket Oil. Ooh, Rocket Oil. Good smack there on Cockroach, but Cockroach staying up. But not that time. Rocket Oil has the flip. And the Wildcats had the lead, looking for the 4th win in 5 games. Can they get it here? Black Phantom out there trying to force overtime. Almost did, but Rocket Oil staying up. Both cars staying up yet again. And this time Rocket Oil is down. And we will go into overtime. Mustang 1 out there for the Carolina Wildcats, and Black Phantom out there for Washington. Here in OT, here they go. And Mustang 1's down, and the Patriots hanging on, come back, get the win. 20-15 in overtime, they defeat the Carolina Wildcats. Excuse my voice, still dealing with that itch. Coming up next, Nevada Thunder on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. On CDL Live, stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Domo fans, welcome back to CDL Live, third pro game of the July 8th game day. Should be I would think kind of a fun one to watch because the 2 are rivalries, but on paper, heavily one-sided. The last place team in the Western Conference, the Nevada Thunder, on the road to take on the first place team in the league, the Los Angeles Blades. Thunder, of course, no chance to clinch the playoffs at all. The Blades, Pacific Division champions yet again, and Alex Johnson is trying to win his first Cobb Award this season. being first place in the league, he's not too far away from doing it. So he wants to get that much done and also clinch the number 1 seed, of course. All that being said, let's get a look at the lineups. Thunder and Blades.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Both cars backed up behind their pit line. And now come Yellow Spider and Bar Future. To start this game off, Bar Future has the play. 5-0, Los Angeles. Out comes Clover. The rookie Clover, ooh. No interference there, came very close, but he was still up anyway. So they'll go at it again here. And that time there is an interference, a little graze, but both cars still up. And another interference right there. Again, both cars still up. Bar Future and Clover going at it. Good battle between these two. No interference there. Came very close. 10-0. Blades in the lead. Now comes White Indy. White Indy trying to keep Nevada in this game. Almost did there. Still staying up, but not that time. Bar Future goes 3-0. And the Blades serving donuts for dinner. And Alex Johnson deep fry me a Twinkie with that one there. Complete shutout and annihilation of the Thunder. The Blades, another 3 points for them. Another step closer to that Cobb Award. Coming up next, Lila Geysers Detroit Devils on the road to take on Gregory Fox's Pittsburgh Destroyers on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Domo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Next game on tap. The Idaho Cowboys on the road to take on Jim Hull Sr. Chicago Wind Attack. After the last game day, Idaho found themselves, well, not going to the playoffs. Point blank, mathematically, it is not possible. The Cowboys cannot make the playoffs. On the other hand, at the end of the game day, a very high note for the Chicago Wind Attack for the 4th straight year now. The Wind Attack are the Central Division champions. So, high note for Chicago there. Huge win for them against Buffalo in the last game day. And they look for another win tonight as they are trying to keep up with Los Angeles. Still trying to pursue that number 1 seed. It is still barely in reach. Of course, LA not far away from clinching that. They got 117 points, and I believe if Chicago were to lose today, LA would have that number 1 seed actually clinched. Have to redo the math in my head, but that's the way it works. Nonetheless, should be a fun game to watch here. Quite a bit of offense and a little bit of defense. Kind of a mix on Idaho. While Chicago, they got the defense. Defense and heavy smash mouth offense. Perfect mix, really. Let's see what happens when they go head-to-head. Cowboys and Wind Attack. But first, lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. If I can keep them upright, roll them out here. Gold Gunner out there to take on Inferno. A little change in the lineup from Chicago, and it does not pay off. Inferno goes down, but out comes R. R having a hard time with Gold Gunner here. Gold Gunner's done well. Going 1-0 against the Wind Attack ain't easy, and ooh! The main event, the Storm are in the main event, and it's storming outside right now of CDL Studios. A good omen for Brandon Blackwood's Storm later on, maybe. And it looks like it was a good omen for Chicago. They tied the game up. R and Blaster now going at it. And Blaster goes down right away. Out comes Governor to take on R. And R sweeps the line. 3-0 for R in the Chicago Wind Attack. Had the win over the Idaho Cowboys. As expected, really on paper, they were the favorite. But nonetheless, good win for Chicago. Coming up next, Detroit Devils and Pittsburgh Destroyers. Alright, folks, there was a little switch up in the games and how I had them lined up here. And anyways, I'm going to fix it. Jimbo fix it. Talking to my future self that's going to edit the vid. And, but nonetheless, the Detroit Devils and the Pittsburgh Destroyers. I mean, it's going to be shown the order. This game coming after the Chicago blowout over Idaho. But anyways, the Detroit Devils playing for pride right here. They are currently 20th in the Eastern Conference. Looking to hang on to it. Carolina's starting to creep up on them. And the Pittsburgh Destroyers currently first place in the Eastern Conference, heavily favored in this game. And they know Philadelphia could pass them at any moment if they lose. So with that 1 point lead on Philadelphia, 102 points for Pittsburgh, 101 for Philly. So every game's a big game as they look for that number 1 seed. So, because that could be a huge deal if they met in the Eastern Conference Finals between Philly and Pittsburgh. I mean, if Pittsburgh can have home field, they definitely have a better shot maybe. They win game 1, get game 2 at home, and then bam. That's 2 games right there at home, the way that the conference finals work. But nonetheless, our next game on tap here and now. We got the Detroit Devils and the Pittsburgh Destroyers. Let's get a look at the lineup for this Northern Division battle.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Drady McD out there for Detroit to start things off, and Green Blaze to start things off for Pittsburgh. Game on. Both cars staying up. Doing a good job so far. Green Blaze defense being put to work, and Green Blaze does very well. Does very well defensively. Pittsburgh has the lead 5-0. Out comes F3. He'll battle with Green Blaze here. Both cars still staying up. Green Blaze and F3 going at it. That tape being worn like battle wounds or bandages or whatever the hell you call it. 10-0. Green Blaze has a good flip there. Now taking on Black Dragon. 10-0 Pittsburgh. And an interference call there, but Green Blaze up anyway after the interference. Black Dragon and Green Blaze going at it. And, Green Blaze almost going down. That was a clean collision, too. But he stays up, and this time, Green Blaze is down. 10-5 the score. Detroit fighting back, but here comes Yellow Custom 2. And he goes down. Black Dragon on a roll here. He's 2-0. Now here comes What Jr. for the Destroyers, and, they are both actually going to be down. What Jr. loses the front wheels there on that collision, even though he's still up. That disqualifies him. I mean, they can be put him back in for the next game, no doubt about it. But still in all, he's done for today. So Black Dragon is down on the other side, and we got a tie game, 15-15. The Devils and the Destroyers are going into overtime. Was not expecting this. And really would have been 15-10, but What Junior's wheels came flying off. We carry on into overtime. 15-15 the score. 24 out there for the Detroit Devils. Pittsburgh Destroyers got Paradox out there. Smash Mouth style from Detroit here and a defensive style from Pittsburgh. Who's going to win this one? It's a grazing shot, but it is enough. And it's a good collision, good flip, and the Destroyers have the win in overtime. Paradox. He knows how to get flips too. Don't let that 5-point gainer position on that team fool you. Paradox is a hell of a defensive player, getting the game-winning flip there, and in overtime, the Destroyers defeat the Devils. Coming up next, the team that's trying to keep up with these Destroyers, the defending world champions, Tim Geyser's Philadelphia Demons, home against division rivals, the Gowanda Outlaws. On CDL Live, stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game going to put us 1/3 of the way through this July 8th game day. At least for the pros, so not counting that D-League playoff game that you saw first. But nonetheless, it's a Northeast Division showdown. Should be a fun game to watch. Always is when these two teams go head-to-head, even if it's not for a divisional title or something. You know what I mean? The Gowanda Outlaws on the field to take on their rivals, the Philadelphia Demons. Of course, no chance to make the playoffs now for Gowanda. Still looking to win for pride's sake. Taking on the Philadelphia Demons, who right now sit number 2 in the Eastern Conference. And they also want to get one step closer to clinching that Northeast Division. So nonetheless, it's a big game for them and big game for Gowanda. Every game between these two is big. And even though it is on paper Philadelphia's game to win, well, Philadelphia's game to lose, so to speak. I mean, they are heavily favored. So Demons heavy favorites, but the Outlaws looking to pull off an upset. Let's get a look at the lineups. Outlaws and Demons.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some craft go win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Triple threat comes out first for the Gowanda Outlaws, taking on Silver Molina from the Philadelphia Demons. Game on, Silver Molina down. 5-0 Gowanda. Out comes Silver Demon. The interference call there. So 5-0 Outlaws in the lead, looking for the upset. No interference there, came very close. Both cars are down. We got a 10-5 game. Outlaws in the lead, 1 flip away from an upset. Pink Indy out there trying to keep Philly in it, up against the defensive Ambulance 2. And they are going head-to-head here. Both these cars pretty darn good defensively, as you are seeing right here. This could be an excellent battle. Look at Ambulance 2 finding a way to stay up. And he finds a way to stay up again somehow. He does a little break dance, but can't stay up on the next one. Valiant effort by Ambulance 2 there. But he goes down. 10-10 the score. The Demons have tied it up. And Philly taking a look at Pink Indy's back wheels here, and I'm looking at him and seeing if Philly should call a timeout, but he looks good to me. Lamborghini out there for Gowanda. Pink Indy out there for Philadelphia. Classic matchup right here. Tied at 10, here we go. Lamborghini gets the flip on Pink Indy. And the score, 15-10 Gowanda in the lead. Lamborghini looking to put this one away, and Sonic Boom trying to force overtime. Here we go. That smash mouth slope front end of Lamborghini up against the defensive skills of Sonic Boom. But Sonic Boom is down, and this game is over. The Outlaws send the reminder that, hey, any given game day, anything can happen, and the Gowanda Outlaws have the win over the Philadelphia Demons today. 15-10 the final, and Pittsburgh pulls ahead in the Eastern Conference with a 4-point lead over the Philadelphia Demons. They widen that gap now. 15-10 Outlaws over Philly. Coming up next, Cleveland Wolves on the road to do battle with the Bradford Brawlers. Only on CDL Live, stay tuned. Alright folks, all you toy car demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. July 8th game day marching on. We start the second third of it. Cleveland Wolves and the Bradford Brawlers both on the field to take on each other in a Northern Division showdown. Let's go ahead and get a look at the lineups and see what Tyler Fox's Cleveland Wolves and Shane Geyser's Bradford Brawlers bring to the field for today's game.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, both teams behind the pit lines, and here we go. Aqua Ferrari starting things off for Cleveland, who are a loss could knock them out of that playoff hunt, depending on how Tampa Bay will do later on against Puerto Rico and how things go. Big game here for Cleveland. They need every win they can get. For the Bradford Brawlers, the playoff spot is theirs. Right now they are battling, though, for that Northern Division title, and not only that, trying to keep up with Pittsburgh, but if they can't get the divisional title, trying to get back in the 4th place ahead of Hartford. But big game for both teams. Both cars, the first cars are on the field, and Aqua Ferrari has a flip on whiteout. So 5-0 Cleveland in the lead. Now comes Green Indy to battle Aqua Ferrari. Aqua Ferrari outweighs them, but Green Indy, good defense right there. Just riding out the blows and gets the flip, 5-5. And Surf Crate Custom and Green Indy are both down there. On that collision, we got 10-10 game. That will bring out Stock 34 for the Wolves and Spinebuster out there for Bradford. And here we go, 10-10 the score. The 2 team captains out there battling it out now. Stock 34 is flipped by Spinebuster, so the Brawlers take the 15-10 lead, looking for the win now. Is Spinebuster. Mick D. Green there out there for Cleveland, looking to force overtime, but no overtime to be had today. That is game over. Spinebuster getting it done, and the Bradford Brawlers have the win. 15-10 over the Cleveland Wolves. In danger of elimination, really. Awfully close to it, especially with the loss there. Nonetheless, we move on with this game day. Central Division battle coming up next. The Indianapolis Reapers on the road to take on the Denver Mustangs. On CDL Live, stay tuned. Hey, Toy Card Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live, another game on tap for you here. The Indianapolis Reapers on the road to take on the Denver Mustangs. Big game for both teams. This is a situation that they're both in. Both of these teams really are hoping for a New Mexico loss later on because there's big implications in it. The Denver Mustangs, if they lose this game here today and New Mexico gets the win later on, they will be eliminated from the playoff race. So they want to win and they want New Mexico to lose. They want their season to stay alive as long as possible and still keep their limited chances alive. As for the Indianapolis Reapers, they sit just 1 point behind the New Mexico Monsters, currently in the 9th seed, New Mexico in the number 8 seed spot right now. Cat wants attention, of course, and gotta give her a little bit, but anyways, she needs a little love after that OT loss in this season with Carolina. Or it could be the little thing going on with their neck right now. But nonetheless, Reapers and Mustangs, big game for both teams, and they both definitely want the win here and kind of need it. Let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Black Testarossa 2 and Red Ferrari 2 out there. Game on. There's that Red Ferrari Jr. He barely plays, so we barely remember his name, but he is down 5-0. Indianapolis in the lead here in this Central Division showdown. Purple Custo out there for the Denver Mustangs now. Almost had a tie there. Black Testarossa too coming through, but not that time. So he is down. This game is tied at 5. Blue Indy now out there. A lot of offense on this field right now, but Purple Custo is down. 10-5. Indianapolis in the lead. And now Teardrop out there against Blue Indy. Both cars rookies, and we got high octane defense versus offense, and offense wins this battle. Blue Indy with the game-winning flip there. The Reapers got the W. And that one might end up knocking the Mustangs out of that playoff hunt. Like I said, by the end of this game day, there could be quite a few more letter O's next to the team's names in the standings, indicating out of playoff race. But the Reapers, for the time being, have moved up into the 8th seed. Gotta wait and see what New Mexico does later on. They got a tough game against San Antonio. And of course, those two teams still in that hunt. Well, I think San Antonio's still in it, but I know New Mexico's still in it for sure. Still in that hunt for that Southern Division title. But playoffs, of course, on the minds of both teams. So that's a little bit later on. Coming up next, Boston Vandals, New York Empire. Big game for both teams. Next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you, the Boston Vandals on the road to take on the New York Empire. Should be a great game from the Northeast Division. The Empire looking to stay alive in the playoff hunt. Any loss coming up could potentially knock them out of the playoff hunt. So much in need of wins are the Empire. Of course, they're doing a little bit better than Cleveland and Dayton right now, but still, much in need of wins. The Boston Vandals the same way. Currently 2 games behind the Tampa Bay Gators and only 1 point ahead of the Green Bay Dragons. The Boston Vandals sit in the 9th seed. They're looking for wins as they are back in that playoff hunt and doing quite well. So that being said, let's get a look at the lineups. Boston Vandals, New York Empire. You know these matchups are always good when it's these two cities, so let's look at the lines.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash gold wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, teams back behind their pit line. Out comes Purple Indy to start things off against Enzo. 1 game on, no interference. Both cars are going to be down on that first collision. So, 5-5 the score, and out comes the defense now. Black Bullet 2 out there for New York, and Racer X out there for Boston. 2 good defensive cars going head-to-head here. Ooh, Racer X staying up yet again. 2 good defensive cars going head-to-head here, no doubt about it. Racer X staying up that time. Black Bullet seems a little bit more stable than Racer X right now. No interference, came very, very close. Racer X bouncing over his teammates, couldn't touch one of them. And right now he's wishing that he did. Because right now 10-5, New York in the lead, but here comes Vendetta to battle with Black Bullet 2. Should be a good battle right here. Vendetta and Black Bullet 2 going at it. 2 good defensive cars. And Black Bullet 2 looking for the win, and Black Bullet 2's got it. No interference there. Good clean flip in the New York Empire. It's an upset, believe it or not. They get the win over the Boston Vandals. 15-5 the final. Black Bullet 2 on point today. Job well done by him. Coming up next, the Phoenix Firebirds look to take a step in the direction of that Southern Division title. They are home to take on the New Orleans Gladiators. Coming up on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to begin. Southern Division Showdown. between the New Orleans Gladiators and Matt Geiser's Phoenix Firebirds. The Firebirds looking to get that Southern Division title. They're a few wins away, so any win they can get will definitely help them work in that direction. So big games on the line for Phoenix and for New Orleans. Every game is another game day where they look to keep their playoff hopes alive. So big matchup between these two. Let's get a look at the lineups. New Orleans Gladiators, Phoenix Firebirds.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Golden Rat will start things off for New Orleans, and Mika, the rookie there, starts things off for Phoenix. Should be a good battle between these two. Both cars still up, switching sides, gonna go at it again, and no contact call. Go back to the wrong side here. No contact. So there's also an interference on the play as well. So, and there's the first flip of the game. Mika gets the flip on Golden Rat, and the score 5-0 Phoenix. Out comes Menace, and both Menace and Mika are down. So 10-5, Firebirds in the lead. Tigre looking to keep the Gladiators in it. Green Arrow going for the win. An interference there. Both cars still up anyway after that, though. So we go at it again, and Tigre staying up that time. Switching sides now. That time, no interference, but both cars staying up anyway. It's Tigre, he goes flying everywhere, and he goes flying again, still up yet again. Switching sides yet again. Green Arrow and Tigre putting on a little show here, and Tigre has the flip. 10-10 the score. Out comes Bully Goat. Defense versus defense now, and Tigre saves himself there, staying up. Going at it again here. Tigre and Bully Goat. No interference, both cars still up, and that time there is an interference. Both cars still up, but back to their own sides. Tigre and Bully Goat. Score tied at 10, and an interference is going to save Tigre, as Bully Goat went rolling right back into Mika there. So we'll be doing it again. These two cars having a good fight right now, and another interference. This one on both sides of the field. And another interference there. Both these cars having a good showdown, and Tigre has the flip on Bully Goat that time. And it's a clean one. 15-10, New Orleans in the lead, looking for the upset. 40, that's not 42nd, that's 40. And we don't see him out there often. He's out there now. Looking to force overtime against Tigre. Not going to happen. Tigre off screen, but he is up in the Gladiators. A huge upset win over the Phoenix Firebirds. 15-10 the final. Coming up next, Dayton Rebels on the road take on the Green Bay Dragons on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game, I think it definitely should be a good one here from the Northern Division. The Dayton Rebels on the road to do battle with Bolt's Green Bay Dragons. The Dragons looking to take advantage of Boston's loss and jump up to the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. Still heavily in the playoff hunt, let me remind you, they're only 7 points back of Tampa Bay at the moment. By the end of this game day, they may only be 4 points back. That's if Tampa Bay were to lose and Green Bay were to win. But nonetheless, on the other side of the field, the Dayton Rebels, they have a reason to play too. I believe they are, they are out of the playoff hunt actually. So their only reason actually is pride. They were actually eliminated due to their loss and mainly Tampa Bay's win yesterday is what knocked Dayton out. So they come to this game day now playing for pride. I got them kind of myself anyway, but yeah, Dayton's out of the playoff hunt, but playing for pride here. It's a divisional battle. Should be a fun game to watch. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 2 heavyweights going at it. 76 and the 1. Starting this game off. They're both down. So, fireworks going off outside. It's a fun day. It's a fun game day. Fun night. Storming outside. People still lighting fireworks. Yeah. Makes sense. Do it on a stormy, rainy day. Anyway, who cares? Do it whenever. That's right. Zapper out there against Shell. It just doesn't look as pretty in a cloudy sky. Anyway. Shell and Zapper going at it. And Shell is down, and the Dayton Rebels have a lead. 10-5 the score, as now we have Toy Soldier out there for the Green Bay Dragons. Defense versus offense here. Toy Soldier is so good defensively, and Zapper, a good offensive car. And Toy Soldier has the flip, 10-10 the score. Green Bay has tied it, and now defense versus defense. Toe up against Toy Soldier. Say that 5 times fast. Nonetheless, they are going to go at it here. And I don't think their battle is going to be fast. 2 good defensive cars. Ooh, they both take each other down and send this game into overtime. Dayton and Green Bay in OT. 42nd out there for the Dayton Rebels. Yellow FXX out there for the Green Bay Dragons. And here we go. In OT, it's going to be yellow FXX getting the flip. And the Green Bay Dragons have the win and take 9th place in the Eastern Conference. Bolt right behind his masters, Tampa Bay Gators now. At the moment, only 4 points behind. Of course, Tampa Bay on the road against Puerto Rico later. They'll look to remake it 7 points. But nonetheless, coming up next, the Jacksonville Bangums came into this game day sitting in 11th place on the road to take on the Miami Mafia. Huge Southeast Division matchup next on CDL Live. Bangums, Mafia, stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game going to put us 2/3 of the way through this July 8th game day. Should be a good game. Southeast Division battle in Florida State battle. Battle of Florida, or one of the couple of possibilities from the 3 teams that play in Florida. Jacksonville Bangums on the road to take on the Miami Mafia. Mafia fighting for their playoff hopes to really stay alive with every single game day that passes. And of course, Jacksonville has fallen down to 11 in the Eastern Conference coming into this game day. Much needed win for them to try to grab here today for both teams, as a matter of fact. So, and Miami's sitting lower than Jacksonville right now. So, huge game for both teams. A lot on the line as we are in the 7th last game day of the regular season. Let's get a look at the lineups for both squads: Jacksonville Bangums and the Miami Mafia.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Both teams behind their pit lines, and coming out now, we got Testarossa and Monkey to start this game off. 2 heavyweight cars going at it, and Testarossa has the flip. 5-0 Jacksonville. That brings out the rookie Neon, and Neon will tie this game up. 5-5. So Miami ties it up and now has to deal with Zap. And Zap goes down against Neon. Both rookies there. And Miami now in the lead, 10-5. But here comes Black Spectre. Defense versus offense. Both cars stay up there. They will switch sides. That's a good clean collision. They'll go at it again. Both of them are going to be down. 15-10 the score. Mafia in the lead. Mach 6 with his defensive ability, looking to put this one away against Yellow Ferrari 2. Here we go. Interference called. And they'll keep going at it here. And this time, no interference. And the Bangums, another tough loss for that team to take. They've been slumping for quite a while now. Miami, though, good win for them. The Mafia 15, the Bangums 10, final. Coming up next, Southern Division battle. The Roswell Aliens look to get their season back on track, and they're still in the playoff hunt, but if the season started today, they would not be in the playoffs. And sitting lower than them in the standings, the Dallas Lone Stars, their opponents today, looking to also stay alive in the playoff hunt and increase their chances of making it. So Lone Stars, Aliens, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Time to start the last third of this July 8th game day. Should be a good matchup on hand here. The Dallas Lone Stars on the road to take on the Roswell Aliens Southern Division showdown. Let's go on ahead and get a look at the lineups. Lone Stars and Marissa Fox's Aliens.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams behind their pit line. Red Tail out there for the Dallas Lone Stars, and F1 Racer out there for the Roswell Aliens. They fly by each other there pretty much. It was a good collision, but they'll switch sides, no interference. And that time, no interference yet again, and Red Tail has a flip there. 5-0 Lone Stars in the lead. Here comes Dragonfly. The defense from Roswell hitting the field now. And look at Dragonfly. Dragonfly staying up there. Staying up yet again off screen this time. He's a high flyer. Let me tell you, you join the Mile High Club, really, with it. If cars do that kind of thing. Anyway. So, interference there. Back to their own sides. And both cars still up, and this time they will be switching sides. And both cars are going to be down. Red Tail down, Dragonfly down. 10-5, Dallas in the lead. Purple 300ZX looking to put this one away. Won't be easy. He has to deal with Spec-Type. So Spec-Type and Purple 300ZX. Interference called there. Both cars still up. Going to go at it again. Back to their own sides. Good battle on hand here. Defense versus Smash Mouth. Very close competition, but Spec-Type has the flip there. 10-10 the score. And out comes Gray Indy. The rookie Gray Indy for the Dallas Lone Stars. Battling it out with Spec-Type. Another heavyweight car. Both cars are down, and this game goes into overtime. McLaren out there for the Dallas Lone Stars, and Mod Quad out there for the Roswell Aliens. 2 of these cars, actual original Hot Wheels cars, made all the way back in like 1968 or 69 or something like that. And every collector out there is just going, oh God, no, don't do it But really, can they really be saved? Tapes holding them together. Anyways, never ever, if you have collectible toy cars, when you get older, any kids watching, when you get older, never give them to your 3-year-old son. That's what my dad did. And here I am today. Anyways, here we go. Dallas Lone Stars and Roswell Aliens in overtime. And my quad has the game-winning flip right there. 20-15 in OT. The Roswell Aliens bouncing out of that little losing spell that they've had. They get the win in OT today. 20-15 the final. Coming up next, we go to the Pacific Division. The Portland Panthers on the road to take on the San Diego Lightning. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, Toy Car Demo fans, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap, a Pacific Division showdown. The Portland Panthers on the road to take on the San Diego Lightning. The Lightning trying to march their way towards a playoff spot. And every win can definitely help. And, of course, the Portland Panthers right now sitting in 11th place trying to maybe take San Diego's spot in that playoff position. Of course, San Diego at the moment sitting in 6th place in the Western Conference. Portland sitting in 11th. No shot at winning that division title. That belongs to LA. So both these teams much in need of wins to keep their playoff hopes going. And, of course, San Diego mere games away, a couple of games away from actually clinching that spot. But Indianapolis to get a win today, so makes San Diego have to work for it. But nonetheless, Panthers, Lightning, two teams that match up very well. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Both teams sending out their first cars. Purple fire out there for the Portland Panthers and Dirty Snow out there for San Diego. And Dirty Snow has the flip. It's 5-0. San Diego in the lead. Here comes Monty, the heavyweight for Portland. And both him and Dirty Snow are down. 10-5. Lightning in the lead. Solar Reflex now out there to take on 7 Series. And 7 Series goes down right away, and the Panthers have tied it at 10. And always look forward to this one. Solar Reflex out there for the Panthers. 24 hours out there for the Lightning. The two team captains going at it. And they're both down. So we got a 15-15 game going in overtime. Kodak out there for the Panthers. 44 out there for the Lightning. In OT. And Kodak's down. The Lightning have the win in overtime over the Portland Panthers. 20-15 the final. Nice game. Great game. Always is when these two go head-to-head. Always seem to put on an entertaining matchup. And coming up next should be another entertaining game. The San Antonio Kings on the road to take on the New Mexico Monsters. Southern Division battle. And they've been fun to watch this year. It's coming up next on CDL Live. Kings Monsters, stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to CDL Live. Next game about to take place, Southern Division battle between the San Antonio Kings and the New Mexico Monsters. Should be a fun Southern Division battle to watch. These games always usually are. New Mexico holding down that 8th seed right now. Well, actually, they slipped back in the 9th because of the Indianapolis Reapers winning today. And of course, with Roswell also winning, they are right there with New Mexico as well. So the Monsters looking to hang on to the 8th seed, need a win to do it. As far as the San Antonio Kings go, they are hunting down a playoff spot, and right now they are really just kind of in the middle of the pack. Every game day crucial for the Kings right now as they look to make that final push for the playoffs here in these last 7 game days. So all that being said, Kings, Monsters, should be a great game. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash for win. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Both teams back behind their pit line, and out comes Sweet 16 and Dragon to start us off. Dragon has a good flip there. 5-0 Monsters. RPG now out there for San Antonio. And RPG has this game tied. Takes down Dragon, and we got a 5-5 score. And look at that. RPG going right down, and Futurama, rather. About to call him Bar Future, but Futurama. He just looks like that shit. Anyway. 10-5 the score. He gets them the lead and now looking for the win. But Motorblade Jr. stands in his way. Both these cars pretty good defensively. An interference call there, but both cars still up anyway. So they continue to do battle. And it is Futurama going head-to-head with Motorblade Jr. here. And Motorblade Jr. has a flip. That was a good collision right there. 10-10. Synchro now out there to take on Motorblade Jr. Two good cars going at it. And Synchro a little bit heavier than Futurama, and it shows there. He gets the flip. 15-10. Monsters back in the lead. Black Jet out there trying to force overtime. Not going to happen. Synchro goes 2-0, gets the job done today, and the New Mexico Monsters have the win over the San Antonio Kings. Coming up next, big Northeast Division battle. The Hartford Homies on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. Always fun to see Tim Geiser's teams and Gregory Fox's teams go head-to-head, and not only that, Northeast Division rivalry. Very strong one between those two teams, between those two owners, as a matter of fact. Homies and Warriors, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Toy Car Demo fans, to our July 8th game day here on CDL Live. Great Northeast Division showdown about to take place. The Hartford Homies on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. The Warriors know they are not very far away. As a matter of fact, I believe now, because of Boston's loss, even though Green Bay had a win, I think a win gets the Buffalo Warriors in the playoffs. Of course, the Hartford Homies already have gotten their spot clenched up and ready to go. But still, the fight is continuing between these two teams and Philadelphia for that Northeast Division title. Philadelphia lost their today, so a lot on the line here between these two squads as they both not only hunt for the division title, but higher seeding. They might not be able to catch the Demons for first in that division, so they definitely want to try to pass the Bradford Brawlers to get that number 4. Of course, tough to do today to even catch up to Bradford. Brawlers got a win earlier on, so big game between these two teams because they don't want to fall further behind the Brawlers. Homies and Warriors, Tim Geiser, Gregory Fox, rivalry match. It's an extreme one. Both these teams do not like each other. Homies and Warriors, let's go look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 team on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. 46 Junior out there against Blue Dragon. Start this game off. Buffalo and Hartford. Scoreless after 2 collisions now. As Blue Dragon and 46 Junior go head-to-head. And both cars still up yet again. Going to switch sides. And 46 Junior is down. 5-0 Warriors in the lead. And here comes Indy 5. And Indy 5 has gone through some battles with these Buffalo Warriors here as a Philadelphia Demon, as a matter of fact, back in the late 2000s. So now he takes on Blue Dragon. He has the flip on Blue Dragon. 5-5 the score. Now Tyrell coming out for the Warriors. And an interference. Indy 5 off of the cat's leg is going to save Tyrell right there. So they'll go at it again. This time no interference, both cars still up. And they're going to switch sides. Miku. Oh yeah, she's still alive there. She's just sleeping. As they go head to head here. Ooh, both cars down. And how often do you see a Indy car land on its side? Just happened. Indy 5 down, Tyrell down. We got a 10-10 game. And a good matchup coming up now. What is out there for the Buffalo Warriors? Out there against Hammer from the Hartford Homies. Here we go. And what takes down Hammer just like that. 15-10, Buffalo in the lead, and out comes Silver and Black Attack Jr. out there to take on what? And what has the flip quite easily in the Buffalo Warriors. Big win over the Hartford homies. As a matter of fact, I think that just clinched them a playoff spot. We'll see when the standings go ticking by at the end of the game day. You'll get to see for sure. There are only two games left in this game day, as a matter of fact. And so you don't got long to wait to find out. So the Warriors, I think they have clinched a playoff spot. I'm pretty sure they have. But nonetheless, big win for them. And man, that Northeast Division title hunt and that race for that 5th seed and the 4th seed is just always, it just seems to be getting tighter with every game day. Coming up next, epic rivalry. Another one of those epic rivalries. Brandon Blackwood's Tampa Bay Gators on the road to take on Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico Players. Players win, it's for sure they are in. They can clinch a playoff spot with wins. As a matter of fact, due to Boston's loss, they might already be in, but a win will definitely do it for sure. Probably even an overtime loss, but nonetheless. Players, Gators, next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back to this July 8th game day Southeast Divisional battle about to be underway. And what a rivalry it is. Brandon Blackwood's Tampa Bay Gators on the road to take on Alex Johnson's Puerto Rico Players. Could be a huge game right here for both teams. I think Puerto Rico has clinched a playoff spot now due to Boston's loss, but a win, or maybe even an overtime loss, it would do it. It would get them in the playoffs for sure. And of course, the Tampa Bay Gators looking to hold down the 8th seed at the moment. Green Bay sits only 4 points behind them, so they're looking to widen that back to 7 points and get themselves a little bit closer to the playoff spot. So big game for both teams, and of course the division title, really with each game starting to hang in the balance. So Gators, Players, let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowling. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Okay, both teams behind their pit lines. 47 Ronin starting things off for Tampa Bay, and who is going to be out there for Puerto Rico? Game on, both cars staying up, switching sides. And that interference there. Light tap between 47 Ronin and Black Lena sends them back to their own sides. And another interference, they stay on their own side, both cars still up, and still up yet again. The collision there. And this time an interference will send them back to their own sides, but both cars were still up anyways, as a matter of fact. So back to their own sides. Still scoreless between Tampa Bay and Puerto Rico. Ooh. Who's saving himself there? And this time, no interference. And who has a flip? 47 Ronin down. Who was still up off screen. And this game is 5-0. Play is in the lead. Out comes Battle. They need him to step up today, and a grazing shot. Battle goes down right away. 10-0 Puerto Rico. Out comes Phantom. Trying to keep the Gators alive in this thing. Needs a flip here, but he goes down right away, and it's a for certain thing now. 15-0, the shutout win. The Puerto Rico Players have clinched a playoff spot for sure, beyond a shadow of any doubt. I think they already had with Boston's loss, but Tampa Bay, poor performance today, and Green Bay only 4 points behind them now. 15-0 the final score. Players get the win, but Brandon will have a chance to redeem himself in the next game. His San Jose Storm on the road to do battle with the San Francisco Shinobis. It's next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome to our main event of this July 8th game day, and Brandon Blackblood on the field yet again, back to back here, and he's definitely looking for some redemption after Tampa Bay's 15-0 loss at the hands of the Puerto Rico Players. So nonetheless, tough game on hand yet again for him. The San Francisco Shinobis on the home side of the field, matching up against his San Jose Storm. These two more than likely are going to be battling in that 4-5 playoff matchup come the first round of the 2014 playoffs. Big question is, who's going to have that number 4 seed? Who's going to have that number 5 seed? The battle ensues. So that being said, should be a great game from that Pacific Division. Both these teams getting closer to clinching that playoff spot. A couple more wins and they'll be there for sure. San Jose Storm, San Francisco Shinobis. Let's get a look at the lineups.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah.
Alright, both teams behind their lines, and here we go. Good matchup to start off. Spec Tight Jr. out there for the Shinobis and 48 Hours out there for the San Jose Storm. Both cars still up, going to go at it again here. Both cars still up, going at it again. Good matchup on hand. 48 Hours staying up that time. And 48 Hours has a flip from the home side of the field. 5-0 San Jose. Out comes Mach 5-2. So lightweight defensive player Mach 5-2 out there against 48 Hours. And 48 Hours bringing the offense today. He's 2-0 now. But here comes the first pick of the draft in 2014. Black Bullet 1. His defensive skills out there against 48 Hours. Interference called that time. So we'll stay on their own sides. Go at it again here. Two good teams going at it. 48 Hours and Black Bullet 1 here. I don't know if I've been calling Black Bullet 2 this whole time, but Black Bullet 1 staying up yet again. And this will be a tough shutout to get if 48 Hours can get it. San Jose with a 10-0 lead, looking for the win here is 48 Hours. Almost had it there. Black Bullet 1 rolling back. And an interference that time. Back to their own sides, doing it again. And here we go. Both these cars going at it. And after being fed donuts for dinner by Alex Johnson, don't you know, Brandon would like to return the favor to San Francisco, taking out on somebody here. Storm close to doing that with a 10-0 lead here. Almost had it yet again. No interference. Still going at it. 48 Hours. And Black Bullet 1. Good matchup between these cars. And the interference is going to save 48 Hours there. Almost a 10-5 game, but because of the interference, 48 Hours still up, and the battle continues. And we are going to take a timeout. Computer is starting to overheat. We will take a timeout. We'll be right back. 10-0 Storm. All right, we are back. This game continuing. The computer has cooled down a bit. 48 Hours. And Black Bullet 1 going at it. 10-0. Shinobis find themselves one flip away from a loss, and of course San Jose one flip away from a shutout here. So 48 Hours going at it here. Almost had Black Bullet 1 that time. He's been staying stable. 48 Hours has Black Bullet 1 up to the task defensively to keep San Francisco in this game. Almost had the flip there, but 48 Hours staying up that time. Both these cars going head-to-head. The battle carries on here. 48 Hours. Good defensive skills yet again to stay up. And Black Bullet 1 also answering the call, staying up on his side too. Both cars still up yet again. Still on their own sides of the field. 48 Hours and Black Bullet 1. 10-0 game. Storm in the lead. One flip away from a win. An interference there, but both cars still up anyway. And this time Black Bullet 1 is down, and and Brandon gets to serve donuts for dinner this time. 15-0, the Storm had the win over the Shinobis. They got a solid grip on that 4th seed right now, and as a matter of fact, only sitting, I believe, now just 1 point away. Well, actually, let me do the math. I believe just 1 or 2 points away from a playoff spot. So, only 2 points. Maybe 5 points. Anyways, they are not far away from that playoff spot. So the San Jose Storm, a 15-0 win in our main event against the San Francisco Shinobis. And after a game day where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overtimes, the last 2 games ended in shutouts. Go figure. But I don't think it's going to happen the next game day. We have one hell of an epic main event on July 13th. Philadelphia Demons and the Los Angeles Blades. It's a Crash Bowl rematch on CDL Live next time. Also, you'll be seeing the Roswell Aliens take on the Chicago Wind Attack. Puerto Rico Players on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Destroyers. Phoenix on the road to take on Minnesota. Could be a good game there. You're also going to see Buffalo taking on San Diego. San Jose home against Boston. You'll also see Washington on the road to take on Bradford. Green Bay home against Miami. San Antonio, Indianapolis. Hartford, Portland. I can keep going, but nonetheless, Demons, Blades, Crash Bowl rematch next time in our main event on CDL Live. Till then, thank you for watching and peace.
Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest. Yeah. Boom, here it is. Now raise your fist, get up on this. It's time to shine, get on your grind. You pick your line, it's smashing time. 4 cars, 1 dream on every team to go get them some crash bowl wins. From east to west, who do it best? The CDL dog, no contest.